Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com. It is Monday, March 22nd, 2021. So, looking at just a year to date, basically, I'm showing 2 years because I still want to see that COVID drop. So, if you're getting bored looking at this chart, public service announcement, you probably need to do something else. This isn't for you. So, looking at really where we are and coming up here, we're still treading water up near these all-time highs for the ES. Keep backing off about it. We're getting that rotation, as everyone knows. We'll see how long that lasts, but we could still easily check back down to around 38.62 on this if we haven't found footing here, and we could just shake around up here. Literally for months, right? The market doesn't have to do anything, right? We could literally sit here and back and fill. We could back and fill all the way back down to basically 33.88 and keep going back and forth basically in this 400-500 point range for the rest of the year. We don't know really what's going to happen, right? So we'll just take it day by day, but you have to look at this and realize what the possibilities are, right? This is still very thinly traded, lots of thin volume. It's basically pretty poor structure all the way down to 3,400, and you can see that we're getting a little bit of overhead supply here. Basically, if we start getting under 36, 3,700, right, we'll probably get stuck between 36, 3,700 and 3,400 for 6-8 weeks at least. So as we kind of delve into that, and we look a little bit closer into the near term of what's going on, we can see that the Russell, I thought we'd get down to 2230 to 2215. We got a little bit lower than that, or a little bit above that, right? We didn't quite reach that on Friday, and we're still sitting here oscillating around this 2275.20 level, right? Which is basically a line in the sand for extreme bullishness, I would say, and making runs back up towards those all-time highs. So what this is for me is, right, algos and traders, right, they're trying to wash this support resistance line out, right? They keep waffling on both sides. They're trying to get you to forget about it, right? Think it's not important, but it is important. So the next level above is a minor level, 2303.70, and then above that 2341.60, and then below the aforementioned 2230.70 to 2215, and below that you're going back down to that 2170 basically. Looking at the ES, right, as we printed up near those getting closer to getting the first print of 4,000, right? Really just backed off once again. Sitting here, just about the same way the Russell's waffling around this 2275. The ES is waffling around this 38.93 half, right? It just keeps trying to figure out if it wants to stay above or below. Now you got a little bit of resistance right around that 39.28 half, 39.30. You could remember that you're going for, and then below that it's still that 38.60 basically, and below that 38.30. So basically that's what you're looking at for here. Looking at the NASDAQ, right, we keep getting close to this 13,000. I've got it at like 13,000, let's call it 15 plus or minus 12 is really what I'm looking at. 30,315. So as we 13,315. Let me say that one again. 13,315 plus or minus 12 is really that resistance that we are struggling to get back above. And as we look, basically to see what's, checking and holding, right now we were holding, right, on last Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in that time frame, that basically 13,000 level, plus or minus. This is a little bit broader, around 35 points from that level. And you can see now that we've come up to it in overnight, right? That's appears to be potential resistance until you get back above 13,020. I wouldn't get too excited, and you can see even with that, 13,090 is going to be your next real area of contention. But you're trying to get, or the Nasdaq's trying to get back above 13,170. And while we're talking about the Nasdaq, let's pop over Tesla real quick. Tesla is still holding these draws, right? So this is a short draw from the all-time high coming down to the most recent low. These are the levels over here for that. Opposing that, right, coming out of this low to the swing high that was basically the halfway back short, right? We held on Friday basically the halfway back long of that. So right now we're getting in right around this 38.2 short or the 21.4 long, right? That's 679, 680. That's right where we're trading right now. 679 is, the bid ask in the overnight session. So I think what you're really going to watch, right, is these levels, right? So down below for the longs, right, the ones that are still bullish Tesla, they really need to hold that 650, then below that 628, and the line in the sand is going to be 608 basically. And then they're trying to get back up above this 618 level, right, is a halfway back short. And if you look at the target for this completion, right, if this halfway back long holds, you've got basically $760, which 762 is the 61.8 for that longer term short from the all-time high. So you could get a completion sometime in the near future, maybe this week, maybe next week, of that neg 23 profit target, which is the short for Tesla. I think this is going to be the bigger contention if it does indeed start rising this week. So I'd be watching everything to do with the Nasdaq and Tesla. If it does get up towards this 760 level, that's probably going to be an area that you want to start really questioning if you want to stay long or not, the Nasdaq and Tesla both. So going back to this, we'll look at the Dow, right? The Dow is the one holding up the strongest. It's where everyone's throwing their money right now. So 32,655, 32,360, 32,025, right? And then you can see we printed 33,000 last time, right? So as we look at it now, I'm going to go ahead and add this level in. You can clearly see these highs and that opposing low, right? 32,867 is really the next level of above this. So I think for today, tomorrow, you got Powell on the mic starting at 9, and my title of the video is the week of Powell, day one. Basically, he's scheduled for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that I know of, and he might be speaking somewhere on Thursday and Friday. I'm sure he'll try to wiggle his way in somewhere to draw a bone. But you've got, he's going to be on the mic today at 9. Probably, I would guess, for an hour. I don't know. There's a link on the FOMC website that you can click on, register, and listen to him rather on. I'm sure if you have some of the financial networks, they'll let you know how he's doing or whatever's on. Not sure if any of the TV is going to cover him live today or not. So as we look at the Dow, right, you can see what's going on with it. Right now, it's between 32,360 and 32,655, and then below there you could get that drop down to just above that 32,025 to maybe 32,132. That would be almost 1,000 points off of that swing high. I don't think we're printing that today. We could, but if you do, I think it's a day trade to buy with both hands. So looking at the recent action overnight, 26 points for the ES. We still have some shorter term resistance above. If we look at it, it's right around that 39.30 aforementioned, range. If we look at the level fours, 38.10, 38.11, up to 39.88 would be the range. I don't think we're going to print any of the extremes today. And as we, look at what's going on in the overnight session, right, we're completely within the value area from Friday's session. So looking at all the indexes, right, the Russell in value, the NASDAQ holding up well above value, right? ES we already said was in value, and the Dow, right, is starting to look a little bit weaker as people are putting money in the Dow, right? I'm sorry, in the NASDAQ, they're taking it out of the Dow. So look at that pairs trade right now. And for anyone who likes to do pairs trading, I'm not taking this trade, but if the area I live in the country is in Ohio, basically upper Midwest, so it looked like Black Friday Christmas shopping out when I was out and about over the weekend. I think that there's so much pent-up demand for people just wanting to get out, resume normal activity, that to be honest with you, I think that the trade over the next 6 months is to be short Amazon, short UPS, short FedEx, and long the RTX. Right, I'm not taking that trade, but if anyone likes to do those pairs trades and look at it, I think there's ample room to look for, combinations in there to be long the XRT, the retailers. I think they're going to make a massive comeback with the stimulus and the pent-up demand. Nobody wants to sit at home and let boxes come to them. They want to go get their shit. So, again, if anything's an indication for me around here, I think Amazon has probably printed its best quarter that it'll have probably in 5 years. So maybe we'll get a little bit better carryover for this one, but I think it's at a 5-year top, especially with Bezos leaving in September. Anytime someone's left a major corporation, that company's never done well after that. But food for thought. Again, I'm not taking it, just throwing out an idea for you. You can analyze it on your own, set your own risk to reward. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.